This is how we play. This elf has ancestors that are Aasimar, and the planner stuff drowns out the elven stuff. So it's the plain touch stuff that counts, whereas the elven stuff is just aesthetic at this point.
If an Aasimar is descended from halflings, would they be size small?
Yes, but I hate that. And what's worse is if the official Dungeons & Dragons people ever got their hands on it, they would just invent a new race to cover it, which would annoy me, but I'm sure they'd do it.
Aasimar.
They're always just coming up with excuses for something to be its own race, just to sell a book. Makes me mad.
In 2nd edition Pathfinder, after you select your race, kind of similar to Lampedition here, you select your heritage, which is a more specific version of what kind you are. And that's what they're doing with tieflings when they come out, and changelings and a couple others. That they're a heritage that you can apply to any race. So you get your initial racial benefit, and then you get to take the tiefling heritage or changeling or whatever. I think Aasimar is in there as well, and apply it to whatever race you want.
Hello, Matt.
Another way to do it would be to apply the Dungeon Bread template, which basically makes the monster just as scary, but a size smaller. But no one read that book, so, you know.
Dave's calling me, but I'm in the middle of a stream.
James, I've never read any D&D
the fuck
book.
does he want?
Dave, not James. It'd be awesome to have James.
From
I would just make him play.
Dungeonscape in 3.5. It had, like, my favorite race and my favorite monster templates, 2 of them, one of which is Dungeon Bread. The other one, which is, you have a monster and it has a beehive in it. So
then.
you'll have, like, a construct filled with bees.
Fuck, that's brutal. Holy.
Indeed.
I mean, they're just bees. It's not that rough, but they're hornets. I mean,
Well, yeah.
They're killer bees.
It's any
Those
sort of
Japanese
swarm,
bees or whatever.
technically speaking.
They're killer bees and murder hornets.
Yeah, I'm not cool with killer
combined.
bees and murder hornets.
Yeah,
Actually,
fuck that
they
shit.
no, they you can't combine them because they kill each other too. I mean, they're just all assholes all the time.
the,
They do it. It's cool.
The fact that you'd be beating the shit out of this construct just pissing off the hornets inside.
Yep.
As soon as you
No,
crack
dude.
it open, the hornets
Right.
come out.
Yep.
The bees
Right,
surround
right,
the hornet,
buddy.
and then they
Damn
like
it.
cook it.
Good night. I swear to
fucking
God, I made a
brutal.
mini for this character already.
And
I
then,
never find anything when I need it.
it had a whole bunch of really cool items. And then it had the factotum, which is my favorite class, but no one ever agreed with me.
The silly
Ah.
idea.
Great idea.
No. It's
Oh,
a side
man,
effect
and-
of the rules that they were using for the system. It's not...
It's a
Not
place
a
where they
thing.
train dust blades too.
Ah, yeah.
That is literally just like where my character came from. But not really.
Well,
Lampe, in Discord, in a private message, I sent you a close-up of Ellie's face for a better token.
yeah, but
I don't think so.
Am I having a Mandela effect moment?
I think so, because I just sent these pictures to myself from my work email, which does mean I could possibly have sent them to you previously.
Well, I know I've seen
Actually,
it.
that
I
doesn't
just
affect
thought that
me.
I'd made a token, and apparently I was mistaken. Or I saved it somewhere where I'm never going to find it, so I might as well just throw another one together now. Because that's how I do things. Because I am not efficient or terribly wise. Yeah, sure, downloads, whatever. As long as I get it. Yeah, open this.
So my question about these escort missions: do the NPCs move either too slow or too fast compared to your base walking speed?
What do you
Yeah,
say?
so you have a 6 space walking speed. They actually have a 4.5 space walking speed.
Oh,
Yeah, and so if you go to walking, it drops you down to half. You're working at 3. They stay at the 4.5 though, so they start outpacing you, talking to you the entire time until you can't hear them anymore and you see the text from the distance. So you have to stop walking for a little bit and jog up to them, and then you can kind of keep going. But also, periodically, even while you're walking beside them, complain that you're either going too slow or too fast, and then completely stop and wait for 10 seconds before moving forward again.
You also have to watch out for them getting trapped on the mapping, because they'll just like run into the foliage. Then it takes the AI a second to realize they need to find a way to go around it.
If there's a boulder in the way or a small rock on the road, they'll just stop.
Yeah, or even
Also,
just like
you
a
have to-
hole.
You have to make sure that no one else around you even mentions the fact they're a monster. So you're walking past a tavern, and some old guy in the front's like, "Hey, I saw a giant rat 4 miles down the road." That NPC will bolt their ass to go kill that giant rat.
Sounds like the
And then-
opposite of the NPC we had on our session 0.
Yeah, they'll just run all the way there, and they only do 1 damage, so they'll probably die to the giant rat. But if they hear anything about a monster or see one in the distance, they will go for it. And then, even though that was the direction you already wanted them to go, they will come running back to where they last saw you. Prior to hearing about the rat.
Alright, note to self, don't do escort missions.
I could sort of make some of that work, but not all of it. What if I just cut it anyway? What if I'm just a dick about it?
No, you can cut it up all you want. I just took a already somewhat cut picture.
And then like this bit.
But
Delete.
I know it's quite a bit taller, so you can probably focus a little bit more.
Delete. And now I can turn the tolerance way the fuck down, and it won't be an issue.
Hey, perfect. She's a paladin.
Destroy. Wow, I'm shocked at how well that worked. I expected that to be more challenging than it was.
No, see, that's how paladins work. You just turn the tolerance way the fuck down. Paladin.
All right, let's cut, new layer, put you at the top, paste. Okay, and then let's get the badge in there, and that'll be good. Square it off.
I could probably hop on the roll one.
Save. PNG. Pictures. No, that's the wrong folder. Damn it! I always do that.
Update all my macros.
Pictures 2. Yeah, always remember to do that. I had another character with a paladin who went 3 levels without updating their macros and was just hilariously bad at combat. That's not true, because she was still extremely effective at healing, but her damage was negligible for a long time.
Yeah, no, it makes sense, because my bow jumped a lot.
Alright. Somehow the name changed, and that upsets me.
Like, I went to a base +6 on my bow attacks now.
Nice.
Save. This guy and Ravine should hang out sometime. And shoot the shit, as it were. Assuming the shit is monsters.
No, play-in is +4.
Player tokens. You. Why are you in the middle? Are you the one that I was looking for earlier? Is that why? No, because the hair's on the outside. This has to be the one I just showed.
Oh,
How do you change your little color?
Yeah.
Thing?
Just click the color box.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm just assuming Kaz stayed where he was because, you know.
Has killed the big monster. He's good.
Yeah, you killed
Like,
the big guy.
problem solved. Moving on with my life.
Time to get plastered.
Exactly.
I forgot how my Discord works. Upload. Go.
So why Ellie needs to go on a trip too is because she keeps spending all her money at the tavern and needs to go accumulate some more.
Why is Rocky Sparks in Naustrilla? Oh, because there's only one journal. Right. And it is mine. I am too important for my own good. Also, I need to mute this because eventually I'll be distracted by Oliver Thorne again. Everything. No, new. How do we do this?
This is what you get for being fans of sexy people.
Yeah. I mean, not in general, just specifically in this case.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been an issue if he didn't do that one where he was naked and the devil. That was a bit heavy-handed. All right. You are Lysandra. I think if I put this in your journal, you can fix the spelling yourself, which I'm sure will be necessary.
My turn?
Except, who are you?
Me?
Does the drop-down menu recognize you as Ellie, perhaps? Because that would be that would make me...
What recognize me?
The drop-down menu. Because if the drop-down menu, so that I can put this in your journal, recognizes you as the character you're currently using, yes, okay. That's very efficient. That's a good idea. Oh, shit.
Cool.
I'm not done editing this yet. All right, upload. And then you'll want to link the character sheet to this thing. And we'll call that victory. Assuming... What? What happened? Did it break? Why did it not upload? Am I trying to do a PDN again? No, it's a PNG. It keeps... Oh, there we go. The loading bar just, stared at me for several seconds and then disappeared, and it worked. It didn't load. It just simply was, as though it had always been. It can be controlled by... derp, 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 derp. God damn it, James. Why do you keep coming up in this conversation? Derp, 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 lovely. Who's Remus? Derp, derp, Ariel, Zach. Derp, derp, Liam, you.
Do you think it'd be worth it to get some goodies from town and bring to the gnomes as a gift?
Probably.
Like some coffee, just to see what gnomes on coffee would be like?
There is a gnome in town, so presumably they would let you know that gnomes... if you're talking about gnomes that aren't from a city, then things that can be produced in the city that you can't generally find out in the wilderness might be the way to go. So they might mention that.
Okay.
Yeah, we can... We should get them some... We should bring them, some ale and, bread.
Yeah, just good food that
Yeah.
they can eat.
Bread and runny bread.
Yeah. Maybe some cheese?
Do we have any, a charcuterie board thing we can go buy?
You bring the gnomes charcuterie.
Yeah.
It'd work on me. I'm going to be much more amenable to people who bring me charcuterie. For sure.
Yeah. Some cheeses, a little bit of meat, some wines, just kind of go arrange.
An entire smorgasbord, yeah.
Don't we have a picture of Arbon somewhere? Oh no, yeah,
No,
we
you've
use
been
the
using a
mortar and
mortar and pestle.
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
Which,
The real picture of Arbon is in our hearts.
yeah, it is a picture of my heart, which is terrible. I'm sure. Now, it's
Your
black
heart,
and
which
twisted.
powders
And,
things up into deliciousness.
I don't know. All I
what?
remember of Arbon is being shit kicked by a giant and just getting back up over and over again.
Yeah, it was really funny.
Oh.
Well, that's actually...
Arbon was taking it, though. That was
Yeah, that's really impressive. It's not very many... I mean, the engineers in this system, as opposed to the armor alchemists in the 5e Unearthed Arcana, I mean, they're not for tanking. And yet Arbon keeps doing it, and it keeps working. And it shouldn't at all. Arbon had better take toughness one of these levels, because let me tell you,
Yeah, I probably should.
you're
I would
playing out
rather
of character
not
if
be
you
a
don't.
tank, but you keep on putting us against, size large characters.
And people keep not bringing a tank, but this time you've got a paladin, so...
I
All right.
even come with a shield.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
Is it that shield we found in the thing?
It's not. No, it's a regular shield. It was better than the one we found, so...
Oh, good.
Oh wow.
I'm
Okay.
surprised that we
It's,
sold that shield for 1,000 rock.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
It's a heavy shield.
So, you guys are putting together beer and charcuterie for gnomes.
Yeah, basically we're bringing a gift basket.
And being a paladin who is new to Naustria, fresh off the boat, bringing the word of Sunray.
Board for gnomes, and I'm like, yeah, I'm into that.
It
By
was.
the way, Ellie has a mild southern accent, but I'm not going to try to do it.
I tend to use southern as the dwarven accent, as though underground is a kind of south, because it's funny to me.
I'll just picture you're talking like Ash from Overwatch.
I mean, it's, yeah, that's probably closer to it, because it's pretty mild. Like, it's like, okay, if you're having a full conversation with her, you're like, oh yeah, there's an accent there, but a few words you're not going to pick up on immediately. So, I'm trying to think of Ash from Overwatch's lines. Ash is maybe a little bit stronger than where Ellie is, but pretty close.
Fair enough.
But yeah, definitely not a full southern drawl or anything like that, so. Yeah, Ash is probably the best bet.
Alright. So.
How much does this whole setup, is it going to cost us anything, or do we just take
it? Actually, now that you mention it,
oh, you should mention it.
People have lifestyle available to them right now, right? In fact, I think Arbon's probably got about 3.
I'm going to assume I have very good lifestyle because, like, as far as I'm concerned, I have a yurt and a yak, and I'm good.
Well, that's true. That your setup sort of neutralizes your need for lifestyle anyway. And nature training is a certain lifestyle, but I mean in the city. So do you have you don't have perform? Do you have a profession skill?
Yeah, I believe I come with skill training and profession. I did not specify what that was. It's theoretically wise woman. So, I also have heals, so I probably make, tonics and shit.
So, yeah, you might listen to, which one is it? Equal Rights, maybe? Yeah, or read the synopsis of Equal Rights, and you'll see the sort of stuff that they have the witches in the Discworld do that will be on par with that kind of thing, and I think you'll enjoy that. There's a whole thing in there, too, where the main character's trying to teach the little girl about... actually, that might be Tiffany Aching, now that I'm thinking about it. Anyway, read more Terry Pratchett. It'll help play D&D, trust me. So, so you have this covered. It's not going to be difficult for you to be able to get the resources together required in order to get the sandwich. Or not. Charcuterie is basically a bunch of little tiny sandwiches you have to make yourself, but you get to make them yourself too. The variety, variety is the spice of life. That's the secret of charcuterie.
I mean, if it helps, I have nature training.
No, see, that's the only one that doesn't help.
Okay.
Unless you're going to make the charcuterie out of locally growing vegetation, most of which is probably venomous.
I also have an herb garden, which probably has, lettuce in it.
Yeah, fucking, you run the risk of the dirt here being venomous. This place is stupid. It's outrageous. Like the monkey puzzles, too? What the fuck? How did those evolve? They must have evolved just to be rude. But anyway, that was even if you were going to be able to use that for a charcuterie board in the first place. And the whole point is that it's supposed to be city-esque. But this is something we can put behind us at this point. So you know how to get there, but you also know that it is far, and you know that the road is not safe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm here for.
Speaking of the road not being safe...
Whose turn is it on the Die of Fate?
Well, I didn't do it last time, I think.
Then it's your turn.
I did, so yeah.
Just D6 or D20?
You're D20, and then 2 people roll... Is it 2 or all 3 of us roll a D6?
Well, I mean, all three of you can roll d6s if you want to.
I
So
think I
cute.
like only two of us rolling d6s, really.
Alright, so D20.
Now I'm almost sort of hoping for a 2,
Guys, too.
because it's been so long. No, I meant on the d20.
Oh.
So is last person gonna roll a d6, or shall I?
Well, I did the 20. I can do the 6 as well if you want.
I'll do it.
Okay. Now, one person rolls the d20, two people roll a d6.
Noise.
We find 10 million gold coins, but they're being shot out of a cannon at you.
What?
And they're a mimic. They're a mimic gold pile being shot out of a cannon at us.
All right. You're wandering on the road, and as you're headed... Where the hell is this thing? South? I think you're going south. You run across an elf coming up the road wearing extremely tattered clothes and looking totally bewildered. They're looking around like they're not sure where they are or where they're going.
Oh man, I
what
waved them
kind of-
down.
What kind of elf are they?
It's hard to tell. Their eyes are visible though, so probably not a Lodrin, which would make you think wood elf. But their clothes, as tattered as they are, were made in the Eladrin style.
Huh. Okay. Yeah, I guess in Elven I'll yell out and with his help hail him down.
All right. They all start wandering over. There's something sort of bleary-eyed about their appearance. As they approach, they look like they keep sort of coming out of a weird state of sleepiness, like they might fall asleep at any moment and then suddenly are awake again.
I asked them, are you okay? Need help?
Is this similar to the Malays coming out of it? So I assume I went through that too.
I mean, maybe. But if it is, it's happening to this person very, very rapidly. They respond, Codeman, to your question after looking around by saying, "How long have I been dreaming?"
Huh.
Am I
Few generations at least.
am I dreaming now? They seem to be looking for something, like they expect something to just show up any second.
Oh, this is no dream. You're on Naustrilla.
Yes, on the other side of the veil. I remember Naustrilla. It's a terrible place.
Oh!
Yeah, welcome to our life.
Where
what do you-
Where are the towers? Where are the days? Where are the days?
Feel like it's been a long time since you were awake. Does that make sense to you?
Yes. A
lot of
long
things.
time.
I went through the same thing. It must have been a long time I was asleep, and I just woke up as well.
Can you take me back beyond the veil? That's like
That's the Fae he's talking about?
yeah, it's the ye old English way of saying into the Feywild.
I am not at a point where I personally can, but I believe somebody with the guild has that power to open a portal for us to go back if you want.
Oh my god.
And I'm just assuming because there's more than
Yeah, there's nobody at the guild that can actually do that. I just realized that that's the case. Boy, this guy's in for a long week.
Like, I can do it to myself.
Oh! We're putting him on the board. All right. Let's see.
I can do it to me. I can't do it to anybody else. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, and you have to sort of slip back, unless you're in a very particular place, and then you might not be able to get back to the prime material plane if you do.
Yeah. And like, I was reading ahead, and there's, I think, a second or third semi-tier ritual that allows you to open. the
Yeah.
gate.
So here's what's happening. This is going to be a 5/27, 2020. Maybe this one is official. And then it's something like a hapless elf from far away seeks aid in returning to the Feywild. A trip to the Golden Apple Grove may be in order. DM clarification, escort
Did
mission.
you just say golden apple?
Yeah.
You have my attention.
I'm also thinking that, like, a little metagaming out of character, if someone does that that new quest you just put up today with the Witch Bureau of the Eladrin City of Palash, part of the reward is a favor, and that favor could be to either train somebody or open a portal for us.
True enough.
So, I'm assuming a witch virile of the Eladrin City is strong enough to open portals. But yeah,
that could depend on the witch, but the doyen indicates that they are Fey Pact, which would mean yes, absolutely, they can get you through the veil.
I would definitely know this as my character.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So you also know though that they're like weird, and their usually mistresses are capricious, and there's also this weird sort of almost religious schism between a lot of their ilk and the Eladrin in general, because they tend to lean more in the Wood Elf interpretation of the of being descended from Corellin Lathian, which is to say that they believe that Corellin Lathian bred with the fairy creatures in the Feywild, and that's where the elves came from, whereas the Eladrin believe that they, if not all elves, are actually descended from Corellin Lathian and a wife among the stars.
Like direct inbred relation,
Well,
as opposed from...
well,
like,
no,
coexisting.
that
I would
No,
love
look,
to
one he
going to
fucks
the.
fairies, the other he fucks stars. It's not that big a deal.
yeah.
I'm over that. Like, that's cool. So what do you guys
I
think
would love to
we-
go to Elven City, but as absolutely
too.
like fuck nope on anything Fey related.
Faye is a nightmare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what do you guys think? Should we try and bring this person with us, or direct them back to town?
It seems like
I think it's David says to stay with us.
it seems to me like directing them back to town, if not escorting them back to town, is the only reasonable thing to do, unless you're going to take them somewhere personally now, instead of going to the crashed airship. Taking them
Well,
with
I
you
mean,
to
we're
the crashed airship doesn't seem like it makes any sense.
Well, I mean, that's where we're going, right? So do we just
Yeah.
continue
How
and
far away
direct-
from the town are we already?
3
It was
hours.
a couple hours out. 3 hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, we go drop them off real quick and then head out back out to the airship, right? Like how long's the trip to the airship?
About 12.
Yeah. So
Yeah, we're really early in. What do you guys, the other guys think?
Well, I guess going back and coming back here, that gives us an extra 6 hours, which probably means we'll be at the airship after dark. But we can camp on the way, if that's safe. And
probably another encounter, too.
Have you asked him if he thinks he can walk 3 hours by himself without dying?
I don't trust his answer.
Does he look hurt at all, or is it just dazed and half awake?
He
The paladin.
seems confused.
It's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is like, I know not all elves are the same or among the same.
I mean, I would leave him in the forest to die, but that's because I'm a dick.
Oh, that
That's the
reminds
right
me.
thing to do.
Speaking of being a
But-
dick, Matt.
The paladin.
Speaking of being a dick, Matt, you got to pick your spells. You got to pick your spells now.
Whamp.
Yeah, I don't want to leave him on his own. I don't trust him to stay safe.
No.
So either we take him along with us, or we take him back to town.
Let's just take him back to town and then start again the next day, or we can leave
Camp
again
out.
and then
Under the
camp,
stars.
and then
One with nature, it's fine. Yeah, we'll camp.
actually I can summon a hut.
Oh hell yeah, even better.
Yeah, and I only trance, so I could sleep 4 hours and stay watch the rest.
I
Cool.
look
We
at
can
I have a hut on my yak.
Yeah, you can set up a whole
cool,
little
bro.
like temporary town
how much
with a fake
How much
horse if
is-
you want to.
how much is a bottle of wine back at town?
I think my hut can even make a room for your yak.
How much is a what in town?
A bottle of wine.
It kind of depends on what you're going for wine-wise. Like, the human wine doesn't affect elves because it's technically a sleep effect and they're immune.
Oh, okay.
So the elven winter wine, which is what the elves tend to drink, is a little pricier.
Do we have elves in the party?
Yep.
I guess yeah. I'm ASMR, so it does affect me because I'm not immune to sleep effects. So
Yeah, yeah.
So what do you want to get the wine for this? Mystery yourself?
no, I'm saying we should get some wine if we're gonna go have a camp out,
Oh yeah.
have some fun.
What
Did we just get like wine and additional? Did we even get the whatever that thing was?
charcuterie board?
Yes.
Yeah, that.
We do have a gift basket,
Yeah, we have a gift.
Okay.
and the bread will be slightly more old once we get there if we decide
Well,
to
if,
finish out.
the rules of a charcuterie board is that you would have, instead of normal bread, it would have been crackers anyway. And they'll last for
Yeah.
days.
Can I cast endure elements on the charcuterie board so it doesn't get affected by?
I love that.
That's awesome.
Wow, that is amazing thinking.
All right.
And as well as everyone else, not just the charcuterie board. Like when we get to a campsite or something, I'll cast it on everybody, and the charcuterie and the yak.
All right. So there's a new mission on the bounty board for somebody to take this person to the Golden Apple Grove. Fantastic.
Oh,
Nice.
before we get rid of him, what's your name?
Fuck you, dude.
He closed it out.
Hapless,
By the
you,
response, you ask for a name.
hapless
What's your
elf
name?
in
Fuck you.
in quotes.
Here, roll d26.
Jylini. Zellini. Woo.
Nice to
Nice.
meet you. My name is Bellinor. It's polite. Come on.
Yeah.
I introduce myself as Alessandro Eversong, Paladin of Sarenrae.
Of who?
Sarenrae.
The fuck is this
The
with
dog-
fancy ass titles? We're lost.
No, this elf has never heard of that god before.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh boy. Well, then I spend the 3 hours back telling him about all the
Oh,
badassery of the
perfect.
Dawnflower.
What's his?
My goddess has stabbed the planet.
Yeah, pointing
Okay.
out to everybody why nobody likes the paladin players.
Right. Listen.
Then
Listen. Like.
I slyly tuck away my crescent moon symbol.
I
I mean, he is an elf, but I don't want to.
Yeah, man, that's good.
Listen. There's a city of sinners, And you know what? There's causing a lot of problems, so she stabbed the planet.
Yeah.
Where's this city of sinners, and how can I get there, my friend?
And it doesn't exist because she stabbed it. The city got stabbed.
I think it's called Keeltown. You just walk in and knock on the door.
Oh no, it was way beyond that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess
When she
we'll
was
take it
before
back.
she was a goddess, when she was still an angel, she actually beat the crap out of the devil and made him give up on his winning war, and he went and hid in hell for like a few thousand centuries because she kicked his ass so hard.
All right. I'm gonna pee real quick, but Alessandro might be interested to learn about Keeltown.
Oh yeah, what's Keeltown?
I've only read it on bounty boards. I've never actually heard the
Back
lowdown of
when
it.
I'm done.
And what I know about it is it seems to be the headquarters of the local faction of bandits.
Oh,
And the guild has instructed to avoid it because from what the posting said, there are hundreds of bandits.
Sounds like a blast.
It seems like a real Alanis Guild Civil War movie right there.
Ravine says that they've successfully bribed the bandits to not, wreck the goblin farm, so I'm pretty sure it's not that bad.
so we're on pretty good terms with these bandits. So
We're not on bad terms. That's the key.
yeah, we're on bad terms. So as long as we, I think it's an opportunity to improve relations. I say we go there and hit up the bars and do a little bar crawl.
So I don't know as a player, how strict is this ruling? Like, if Lady Alana says don't go near it, and you go near it, you go and
Now,
start fucking
right.
with it. Like, what happens?
He also says don't go to the goblin farm. There are players living there.
Oh, that's fair.
I would say, listen, if the guild leader doesn't want us to go, we should at least discuss it with her and our intentions before we leave. Well, I don't want to be undermining in this, but I think it'd be an opportunity to build relations and garner some influence and maybe make a few friends.
I think it's a ask for forgiveness or beg for forgiveness, not ask for permission situation. But we should put a notice on the board asking somebody else to go there.
Attention all you adventurous bastards who wants to come and get drunk at a pirate shop. Or a
So long
pirate
as you
hideout.
go with Ravine, you could probably argue that she is a vile temptress and tempted you into Keeltown.
I do not lie.
That is not a lie.
Alright, fair.
See, that's the thing, is she's probably not gonna make it a lie.
So, Ravine, who's a girl, by the way? I think she's kind of been trying to get information on that because, again, bandits hang out near the goblin farm. She's suspicious of them. She thinks they want to kill her goblins.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Honestly, the goblins, I'd be more afraid of them.
Goblins
they're
are
not-
harmless.
They're not so bad. Like, oh yeah, I'll bring up and tell Ravine. Oh, we met Fabrion, by the way, on my first thing with the guild. Cool dude. He gave us a ride back to town.
Yeah, the goblins are mostly, harmless and whatnot.
Yeah, the goblins were all over the cart with him.
Mostly
Like, they were stabbing.
harmless.
By the
stabbing
way,
each other.
this has been Arbonne doing the talking. She's just been helping improve the house on the goblin farm, so she knows the other characters.
Nice.
Neat.
Yeah. But
I haven't
so
gotten
it's
out
our
much
plan.
before the area. We head back to base. We drop
go
off
back to
the
base,
fine
drop the
gentleman.
guy off, and then go back.
Yeah, and then we
buy some wine.
Buy some wine.
yeah.
I'm not sure
Buy
if you
some wine.
need it, because Arbonne has also been working on experimental wine.
Can I
Can you make
pitch
wine
in
to get an
for-
elf drunk?
Can I pitch in for elf wine to make me drunk?
That's
no,
what I was
yeah.
gonna say. Was it that, or is it?
Alright, so here's the thing. Have you guys heard about the guy who got turned into an alpaca?
I heard about
No.
it.
Okay.
That was hysterical. I was I was watching that game.
Anyway, so during that entire thing, in order to get to the place where he got to start his trial, being an alpaca is a trial apparently.
I believe it.
We talked to this druid who was trying to go on a spirit quest. Problem though, the druid's a dwarf.
Huh.
I don't know if you know about dwarves and drugs,
Yeah, they are all over that shit, but they are very stout.
but it very much does not affect them.
Yeah, in this version, are druids resistant mechanically to poisons?
Yeah, and so are dwarfs.
Yep.
And it's just a mess, giant mess.
It's like, yeah,
So-
Captain America drinking. Doesn't fucking work.
So I'm
That's a
trying
waffle.
to make a drink that he can drink to go on a spirit quest.
Huh. And
So
that's
It's
Arbonne
supposed to be
doing
able
that?
to, fuck up a dwarf.
That's Arbonne doing that?
Yeah.
Arbonne, you
So-
should hit me up when you're done with it if you want someone to test with it.
I have a prototype.
You know.
Huh.
I am also intrigued.
I mean,
I'm
the last
saying
time,
I have a prototype. Lampay isn't
Cool.
back. I can't, say for certain I have a prototype. But I would like to have a prototype.
the last time I was fucked up beyond belief,
'Cause, like,
I can't remember. It
um,
was a
The
magical.
soldiers in Warhammer have the same thing. They can't get drunk either, but like the wolves, their beer, and then they're able to get drunk. It shuts off their liver for like a short while.
Maybe I gotta find like one of the spiders, a snake, and just let them all bite me at the same time and then drink.
I'm not even
That sounds dangerous. I think there was wine made for elves.
Kinda
you probably
cool, like-
said.
Yeah, you might prefer the elderberry wine. I'm just saying I have experimental wine. But it also might fuck you up. Like, real bad, and possibly for tomorrow. So
We'll do
it may
that-
not be the
we'll
best
do it
idea.
We'll do it at a point in town when we don't have quests the next day.
Alright. I put away this mysterious bottle.
I'm like, but if you need money for ingredients for my attempt, let me know.
Yeah.
Because it's only fair to pay your way to get fucked up, right?
Arbonne becomes the drug dealer. This makes sense. She's a wise woman. She's in charge of spiritual experiences.
Legit.
Yeah, like I was looking at the level 5, like start planning what you kind of want to do. Like I still haven't really thought of what my character wants besides elf stuff.
It's
Maybe a
important
hunting
to-
lodge. Maybe a hunting lodge that is on a Fey portal area. Get a permanent Fey portal made. I don't know. That seems like a long time away, and I have plenty of opportunities to die before then. So
Don't we all?
what if we get back and the gnomes are just wearing the
I
giant
forgot that I
skin?
destroyed my fridge, which of course means there's no beverages in it.
Well, Arbonne's a busy bee, so I also don't know what she wants at level 5.
Right. Stone.
By the way, Lampay, I have claimed that I have a prototype for the Dream Quest potion.
Oh
Do
no.
not know if it worked yet.
All right. Good luck with that.
We were talking about testing it, but we didn't.
Yeah. But we're gonna wait until we're safely in town and not about to go on a quest.
That strikes me as being wise, or at least less unwise.
So we head back to town. I want to buy 3 bottles of regular wine and 1 bottle of this elderberry wine. How much would that set me back?
Pitch in.
5 gold,
Oh, sweet.
including
Totally.
gratuity and everything.
Awesome.
You want me to pitch in? Give you a gold or two?
No, this is my gift to my fellow travelers.
Fair enough.
Wow, this is really good. There was a domestic situation, and people were fighting over this fajita, but it's good, so whatever.
If you are feeling extra grateful, you can always pay it forward toward the temple.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that being a temple upbringing background. So yeah.
Oh, wow. I forgot
How
about that.
convenient.
Yeah, I picked monastic as my background, so eventually my character will affiliate himself with some sort of religious temple.
Oh man, Ellie will chat you up all about that because she is also a fan
Look what
of
you've just started.
Well, Ellie, I may access an additional power source. I may be trained in one skill of my choice, regardless of access.
Ooh.
What about you?
So we head back out, I take it?
Yeah.
Yep, we head back out.
I'm guessing Lampe's
Yeah.
gonna want to know my magic though for the game.
Yeah, do that.
So, arcane repulsion and burning hands.
Yeah, they're pretty good, huh?
He's planning to kick some ass.
Probably
Hey,
a good choice.
Or burn their face off.
Speaking of getting to know each other, because I have no short-term or long-term memory, could everyone re-describe their characters for me?
Ooh, good call.
Sure.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
My character's name is Belenor. He's a Ladrin, so blonde hair, green eyes, kind of narrower face. He's wearing what looks like heavy, I guess it is heavy splint mail armor.
Your eyes are solid green, right? Because you don't have... Well, technically there's a shield over them or whatever, but
Mhm.
they're solid green.
Yeah, he's got a green shield. Keeps the Fae from controlling his mind.
Wears splint mail, has a holy symbol that's a crescent moon, wearing it around his neck, which depicts the Fae King, which is his beliefs. He wears a bow, a sword on his hip, and a glaive on his back. And he's clean. Like, he takes pride in not being covered in shit and filth.
Well-groomed.
Well, it's an elven thing, right? Just
Yeah,
being
absolutely.
better than everyone else.
The Eladrin, certainly. They take themselves very fucking seriously. So seriously that they forgot everything for hundreds of years.
And I guess, yeah, he's like a little bit nature-y, being part shaman class.
Awesome. I like it.
My God, I'm tired.
Who's next? Describe your characters to me.
Well, you're next, because you're next down on the thing.
Oh, okay. I guess.
Just-
Okay.
Describe yourself for chat.
Yes. So Ellie is 6 foot tall, very elven looking, but her yellow glowing eyes really make her stand out as an ASMR. She has the faintest show of freckles. She has her hair is short and buzzed on the sides, and so most of the top is just kind of flopped to one side. She is impeccably physically built. Solid muscle, very strong. Still very slim for an elf. She has a custom-made set of plate armor that she wears most of the time. With a shield and a scimitar across her back. She has numerous tattoos, including her winged eyeliner and lipstick are actually tattooed on.
Nice.
Nice.
She's a girl on the go.
No, that makes sense.
She also has a full detailed tapestry of Sarenrae, which she'll gladly show anyone. It starts at her ankle and goes up to her collarbone.
Hey, Lampe, I do have a world-building question.
Mm-hmm.
So generally, makeup tattoos only last for like 6 weeks.
Do they?
Generally speaking, yes. Is that the case in this one? Or do they have, like, ways around that?
Yeah, probably.
Wait, makeup tattoos only last for 6 weeks?
Yeah, at least the ones that my mom used to get.
I think.
Oh no, these aren't temporary. These are like actually somebody went in there with ink and a needle and tattooed her.
No, that's the case.
It's because of where it gets tattooed. It has to be constantly touched up. But I imagine that this world, being so dependent on magic, that it's probably something where it's produced by magic, and you do go in to have it touched up every so often. But the touch up is like a refresh of a Dwellmare, and if you don't want the tattoo anymore, you just don't get the Dwellmare refreshed, and then it fades like a level 1 version of Arcane Mark or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's probably
Sorry, bringing girl facts into your character design.
Well, not so much, because I think in Ellie's case, it might even be, because this is Serenray, right? It might have been that this was something that was part of a ritual system in order to have the tattoos refreshed, and now Ellie's going to have to introduce it to Naustrilla in order to keep doing it.
I am down for that.
Yeah, you could have the monthly tattoo service.
She would enjoy that. That's giving back to the people.
Alright.
Let's go to the tattoo parlor where the paladin runs it.
Yeah, by the way, all of the shops are part of a co-op and everyone benefits, so if you have a tattoo shop, you can just join the co-op.
Well, the only system of legality or ownership here is basically the guild, so pretty much whatever you players do is what happens.
Yeah.
Next.
It's your turn. I'm assuming it's top to bottom.
Well, I buzzed in line and went first, so I've already done.
Oh. So it's Matt.
Yeah, it's quiet Matt.
As opposed to loud Matt.
Alright. Yes, very opposed to loud Matt. Alright, so Galithar the Eladrin just upgraded his suit, so now he's wearing a full body suit.
So 2 elves.
Yeah.
2 Eladrins.
But
Okay.
I'm from Nostria, he isn't, right?
Alright. So I need
Correct.
another
Like
bottle of
king
that
here.
elderberry wine then.
No, they can share it. It's fine.
No, we're good.
Yeah, he's got a constitutional like 6, I think.
Oh, okay, cool. Cheap date, I like it.
Jesus.
Yeah, kind of. Aren't we all, though?
I will probably drink all of your regular wine, though, because I am size large.
Yeah, Douglas definitely needs the help. Douglas is very bad at Douglas's job. Serenray will help that. Well, sort of. Couldn't hurt.
So is it level 5 that we get another feat?
Level 3, 5, odd
3.
levels. Odd level
3 and 5?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
I didn't never
thought
take a
features
meta
were odd
magic
levels.
feat.
The feats were even.
Didn't
I think
you?
feats are even and features
I-
are odd.
I
That's
looked
true,
the
yeah.
other day and I didn't see what. So I think I'm gonna put Empower spell.
Well, I think you took expanded spellbook. Because
Is that my meta magic feat?
yeah, so that you have extra rituals. Because the thing is,
Okay, cool.
yeah, if you don't take a school specialization, then you can't use them for the first level anyway. Because they reduce the caster level.
Okay, cool.
Miriam, how did you do that? How did you set it up so that it doesn't have slots? I didn't know we could do that.
I think she typed it. I don't think she.
Oh, she didn't use the bot for this?
The bot's broken.
Oh, damn it!
You alright?
Yeah, the bot is, I just checked the server and everything. It's broken for the next little while. 'Cause too many people are using it, and so they have to reformat the bot.
Gotcha.
If
Yeah.
you want, I can disable it on my other D&D group.
No, that's not going to, he's doing a whole process.
Yeah,
Reformatting and reprogramming the bot.
yeah, because it's
Removing it's not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's
still gonna
online.
be down.
It's online conventions.
Yeah.
So unless
Yeah,
your other
probably.
Discord has got 1,000 people in it,
Yeah.
I was in one of those the other day, but there were some bad vibes, so I didn't invite them in.
Yeah. But yeah, that's it. So I had to, we have no choice but to write them out properly right now, unfortunately.
Well,
Okay,
fuck me.
I'm assuming,
I know, right?
I'm assuming 3 are gonna go with you to the Golden Apple. If it's next Wednesday.
What?
Oh, so today's Wednesday.
Mhm.
Next Wednesday.
All day.
I'm fairly certain that these 3 play regularly on Wednesdays. I've been
Cool.
like crashing their party for the last 2 weeks. You
Hell
can
yeah.
crash
Cool.
the party next week.
And my character also is an Eladrin from Nostria, so very interested.
Cool.
Well, she's going, to the Golden Apple Grove?
Yeah.
Well, you met this person. You might as well escort them there.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
my Wednesday's open, so once this is fixed, I'll probably sign up.
Yeah.
Me right now. Why am I only popular while I'm streaming? Everybody ignores me every other minute of the day. I start
Yeah,
streaming, and
no,
all of a sudden,
while you're
everybody wants my
streaming.
attention.
It's stream time. You're our daddy now.
Yeah.
This Kahita is really good.
He's such a paladin. I just saw the stream comments. Yeah, he is. I got this whole thing. I'll tell you about Saren Ray. I'll spend the next 3 hours if you want.
Yeah, the thing is, like,
Oh, yeah.
I kind of hate that shit, but then at the same time, it's been so long now. You know, like it at this point, it's almost like nostalgia for the way that the paladins used to be back in the old days. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe it's time. Maybe it's time we have an old school paladin back in the party.
Yeah. Is it my turn to describe myself?
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Alright. Arbonne is a Goliath. She's large, and she would be in charge if she gave a fuck. She wears a lot of furs and hide armor, and she has a pistol that she uses to beat the shit out of people.
Okay.
Which is fantastic. Also a great sling, apparently. And yeah, she's big. She has a yak. That's important. It's part of her background. She has a yak.
His name is Khan.
His name is Khan.
Pretty cool, yeah.
He's a good yak. He gives 0 fucks. Occasionally, he'll give 1/2 of a fuck.
Yaks don't tend to.
Yeah. He just chills with me, and we, like, go on adventures together. And he carries my yurt.
Beautiful.
Which is a comfortable size house for someone who is size large. So probably a 20 by 20 foot, at least, I think. That
is
seems about right.
massive.
Right. Is everybody ready to sit back out?
We just grabbed a fine. We headed back on the trail. We're gonna walk until something makes us stop walking, or it gets dark when we camp.
All right. Roll that d20 and see what it is that makes you stop walking.
Whose turn is it?
I can do a D6 since I did 20 last time.
All right, I'll do the d20.
Okay. And I think I'll do the other d6 this time, because I didn't roll a d6 last time.
Ah, so close.
Nice, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1, yeah. We're counting.
Let's go.
Go. 3, 2, 1. That means we just go.
That's 3 level 21 dragons attacked us.
Wow. Better than 20 level 66 dragons. So.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're walking down the road, and then, Ellie is struck suddenly by what, for a moment, you ever have one of those moments where you're walking down the street and you look up and you see something on the road, and you're like, oh, that can't be what I thought it was. Wait, holy shit, that really is what I thought it was.
Oh, like a double take?
Sort of, yeah. You have that moment. You're walking down the street, down the trail, I should say at this point, minding your own business, and coming up the other way is a tiefling who is wearing infernal garb. And you're like, a tiefling wearing infernal garb? Surely not. No, that's what that is. And the tiefling looks down at you. They're carrying a Hellspire weapon, which is a kind of cross between a spear and a double sword that's used in the Blood Wars. The devils use them to fight demons with. And
that's hot.
they look across you and this small army that you've got, and they turn around and seem to be surprised to find themselves alone without some kind of unit, because they're obviously set up to be a member of some kind of unit wearing a uniform. Thank you for your time. Like, comment, subscribe, and share.